In Unit 2, Lesson 11.3, we are given another two functions, p of x, get out my yellow highlighter, which is a polynomial in standard form. It's a degree 3. So this is a cubic function for p of x. And then the second function they're giving us is a constant function q of x, which is just it's a constant at 5,640. So it's a flat line going through the y coordinate at all the way up at 5,640 on the y-axis. And they want us to use graphing technology, so Desmos is the easiest, to find a value of x that makes p of x equal to q of x. Remember, when you see this notation, this just means point of intersection. Of course, there could be more than one, so I'll write point of intersections. So I've already put them into Desmos for you guys. And here is y1, the cubic function. Here's y2. You only see the cubic function because remember this is a constant crossing all the way up at 5,640. So we have to get in here and scale this y-axis. This is why Desmos is just a lot nicer to use than our graphing calculators. All right, I'm at 4,000, I'm getting there. Oh, there it is. So you probably can notice that this is just happening once. It's crossing, they're only going to intersect at one point, and it's at 10, 5,640. So our point of intersection is occurring at 10, 5,640. And if we wanted to get that little visual again in there, p of x was doing something like, I don't even remember, something like that, right? And then q of x was all the way up there. And there's our point of intersection for them. So number 2 says for the x value, so x coordinate, right? So for the x value at the point of intersection, so that guy, what can you say about the value of this function? Well, let's plug it in. If I plug 10 in for x, what can happen? Or what will happen? Plus 6 times 10 to the second minus. So 10 to the third is just a 1 with 3 zeros. That's 1,000. 1,000 times 5 is 5,000. Plus 10 squared is 100. 100 times 6 is 600. 4 times 10 is 40. 640. 5,000 plus 600 plus 40 is another way to write 5,640. So you're probably already seeing what's happening here. We got a 0. Now on number 3, they're saying, what does your answer suggest is a possible factor for this polynomial? So what's happening is if my function gives me a 0, when I plug a number in for x and I get a 0 for the y, that is indicating that that's the 0 for the polynomial, which means I have a x-intercept at positive 10. So if I have an x-intercept at positive 10, then I should have a factor at its opposite, which is x minus 10. So since x equals 0 since x equals 10 resulted in a 0 value, we have an x-intercept at 10, which means we have a factor of x minus 10. This is one of several factors, possible factors for that function 5x to the third plus 6x squared plus 4x minus 5,640.